Okay, do we have a stream? Do we have a chat? Do we have sound? Okay, sounds like we have all three of those. Welcome to Morrowind. This is Mercury Bard, and we're going to be playing some Permadeath. When we hit 200 subscribers, I asked what anyone wanted as a treat, and Icicle Moon suggested that we'd try randomized Permadeath. So that is what we were going to do. This is heavily influenced by Danae's Permadeath setup, but it allows us to randomly roll characters, so. Come on, Morrowind. There we go. Now this is mostly the same mod list as our Deja Black Eye playthrough, with some subtractions. I took out Odai, Lifeblood of Balmora, and I added in some things like I updated Caswin, I updated Arvessa. Alright, we're gonna roll. Okay, we are an Imperial male. Let's get you better hair, dude. Oh, come on, there's gotta be better hair. We'll go with that. There we go. He's got a bit of a jolly look to him. Alright, pick from class list. Okay, he's a jester. Destruction, sneak. Okay, I guess that fits with the flashy, all the jewelry. And his sign is the shadow. Name. Let's just name them in order. Alpha. Random inheritance. You were orphaned as a young child and inherited a lot of money. The easy life has cost you a penalty to willpower. Okay. Random lumberjack. You are gathering firewood in the wilderness. Okay. Let's see. Let's get us booze, food, painting supplies. No. Let's do armor, thieves' tools, and a weapon? Okay. Wish us luck. Here we go. And I have no idea where the wilderness is that we are gathering. Scadian Isles. Yes. This is Permadeath. I have a chitin halberd. Well, let's go chop some trees, I guess. Now I am really curious what that thing over there is. Because it looks like a... Oh, it's a bantam guar. Hello, guar. It looked kind of like a chicken from far away. So... What book did we get? The Yellow Book of Riddles. And we have a racer hunting report. And who is this noble lady? Welcome! A fishy stick has been added to your inventory. I was given a fishy stick. What an odd custom. I wonder what sort of local fish they use to make those. It's been a long day gathering firewood. I should head back to town to sell it. Okay. I don't know how much money we're going to get from firewood, but... I should probably make a skinning knife. At some point, we need to acquire food. Now, we can afford to buy said food. We have shmoneys. Lots of shmoneys from our inheritance. I wonder why we went off into the wilderness to gather firewood. Is it because we've, you know, somebody mocked our cushy lifestyle, so now we're gonna try and live off the land for a little bit?
Why are you here?
Pardon me, you look like you could use some extra cash. Perhaps you could be of some use to Raleigh and me. He's the finest Packwar I've ever had the privilege of knowing. He and I have been together for years. Sure, he and I have our arguments, and he sometimes can be a little stubborn, but we always seem to work things out. You see, Raleigh and I are headed to Vivec to deliver the shipment of clothing to Agrippina Herenia, the clothier. Truly, it's some of the finest clothing you'll ever see. Perhaps I could interest you in some. Well, regardless, I've heard the rumor that the road to Vivec has become rather dangerous of late. Perhaps you'd be willing to escort the two of us. Raleigh and I would be most appreciative, and would be willing to offer some compensation. Certainly, I can help the both of you get to Vivec. There's a good fellow. See, Rolly, I told you there were still some good folk left in these lands. Rolly's become such a pessimist in his old age. I told him we'd find someone to help. When we get there, I'll reward you. I think 200 septums seems fair. How about the three of us get going? Agrippina's a clothier in Vivec. Her shop is in the canal works of the foreign quarter. Sells a nice selection of fine clothing, some provided by yours truly, and transported with care by Raleigh. Okay. Which way to Vivec? I guess this way? Road signs. This way. Chandler of St. Olms. I don't know you. What do you want? I'm Dravis Velen, trader and layman of the temple. Have you noticed, for all its proclamations about protecting the rights of property and preserving law and order, the Imperial Legion does little enough to capture and prosecute abolitionists? That's a bit hypocritical, don't you think? Let me warn you, the quests for the temple at lower ranks are not too difficult, but suddenly after you reach curate rank, the quests get very, very difficult. Don't be surprised if you have to do a lot of skill building outside the temple before you can handle the higher rank quests. These tasks are tests of faith, yes, but they are also tests of good judgment and common sense. Don't be in such a hurry when you're traveling. Take your time, keep your eyes open, learn from your experiences. You're on the road to learn about yourself and the world around you.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. See if they got any skill books. Scroll of Candles. Fire damage, Flame Atranax. Nice. Endoral Barath and the Hermit. The Talking Guar of Vul. Oh. Come on, Raleigh. Or Roll. I guess it's Rolly. I just had to duck in there because I had never seen that before. So. It's just a tree. And this is a tree stump. Interesting. Okay, we're headed in the right direction at least. Oh, there we can see the aqueducts. So, we're getting close to Vivek. We're just gonna cut across here. Well, Alpha, we're getting pretty close to the city, and they don't let big old Guar like Raleigh here inside the walls. Seems a shame, since he's such a personable sort. Isn't that right, Raleigh? Anyway, from here, you and I can travel on to Agrippina's alone. Drenlin Nimothen is going around telling some crazy story about finding a Dremora imprisoned on top of a tower at Balfell. I'd say he's been hitting the skooma again. Skooma is an illegal narcotic substance made from refined moon sugar. Criminals use it as a kind of currency. They say it makes you fast and strong, but clumsy and stupid. Of course, I want nothing to do with it. Okay. I don't know if I've approached Vivek from this direction before. It's quite... No, maybe I have. So this looks like the main... That's the foreign quarter, yeah? All the kids who got told to go play outside quit running in the halls of the cantons. Okay, we're going down to the canal works. What is our armor, primary armor skill? Unarmored. Okay, so we need to sell our armor. Find some fancy clothes, which we're going to Agrippina's. Sell our firewood. Probably buy some survival gear. And we should be using... It really doesn't matter what weapon we use. But we need to work on... our magic. Crying Eye, Detect Animal, Fire Bite, 5 Fingers of Pain. Well, we have a better chance of Fire Bite, so let's put that as our quick spell and hopefully don't accidentally cast it. We're saving for the purposes of reloading if Morrowind crashes. So. If Alpha dies, Alpha dies. Okay. Agrippina, where are you? This is a bookseller. Well, let's go in and sell my book.
Care for some light reading? My prices are the best in town.
Okay. We're either on the wrong side or we're on the wrong side. Never been to Vivek. Sorry, Terrace. Shouldn't you be the one showing me where to go?
Good fortune, Outlander. Looking for a bargain? Hail, Outlander. I've great prices for you today.
Stewed scrib cabbage. That's gonna damage my health. Fletcher. Okay. There it is.
If you're looking to spend a few coins, you'll love my selection.
No, we're here. Come on.
That was the strangest book I've ever read.
Oh dear. Maybe I need to talk to her? Hello there, welcome to my shop. Is there any piece you've had your eye on? Or do you need some tailoring? Or, oh, what's the point? I'm sorry, but all I can think about is that God's forsaken vacation package. I had everything planned out. I should be soaking in the Karak sun, not stuck at the bottom of this dingy floating temple. But business has just been terrible with the blight storms and whatnot. If I close shop, I'll be up to my eyes in debt by the open. That makes my ticket and reservation just 1,000 septim bits of kindling, but what can I do? I could buy it off of you. You could. That's great. The package wasn't cheap, though. It includes passage to and from Anvil and Karak, as well as a 7-day stay at the Sunset Hotel. I couldn't part with it for less than, say, 2,000 septims, which happens to be our inheritance. Do we want to go to Cyrodiil, guys? Let me know in the chat. I'll give you a moment. I mean, this does seem kind of auspicious. It being 2,000 septims, and we have 2,000 septims. We also don't have a lot of willpower, so saving our money and, going on vacation, a lot more interesting than gathering firewood. I'm gonna do it. Unless you guys say otherwise, I'm gonna go for it. Thank you so much. Here, take this reservation and this ticket. Show the ticket to Titus Coralex in Ebonheart. He'll take you to Anvil and you can catch a boat to Karak from there. Carrick is a smaller city on the island of Sturk in the Abasian Sea. It's beautiful, safe, and tranquil. That's what the East Empire Company representative who sold me that vacation package told me. Anvil's one of the largest cities on the western coast of Tamriel, and Cyrodiil's foremost port on the Abasian Sea. Why did I just hear a giggle? Oh, hello, baby. Let's try walking in and out again. Okay, Alpha, we've made it. I thank you for your help, and Raleigh would if you were allowed in the city. I really must speak with someone about that. Think how much he'd enjoy visiting this place. He'd be talking about it for days. Oh, I suppose you're wondering about the compensation for your trouble. Certainly, the two of us are more than glad to give you your fee. We'd like to thank you again for your companionship. It gets a bit lonely on the road, and sometimes Raleigh gets awfully quiet on long trips. He's getting a little moody in his old age. Take care, stranger. Okay, so with the 200, we can buy a nice outfit.
If you're looking to spend a few coins, you'll love my selection. I'm listening.
Buy my... Alright.
See anything you like?
Let's see, we could get a fine shirt and fine pants. Expensive pants. Belted brocade coat. Oh, no, we can't afford that. Okay. There's our pretty face. Well, we're gonna have to wear those. I forgot to buy shoes. But, alright, let's go sell this armor.
Can we hurry this up?
And then we can take the
Move
boat
along.
to Ebonheart. Or we can just... No. We gotta walk to Ebonheart, and then we can take a boat from there. Have you heard? 7 victims here in Vivec, all with their throats slit. When it was just a few Outlanders killed, the Ordinators weren't making much of a fuss, but now that they've had 2 of their own people with with slit throats, they seem very concerned at the Hall of Justice. I've heard the Office of the Watch is quietly looking around for some special help. Anything that can kill 2 Ordinators before they draw their weapons sounds like it will need special help. And that is not something we want to do. I guess it's a good thing we're going back to Cyrodiil, because... Do we look like a person who can take on a serial killer? No. Serial killer after Outlanders? Yeah, that doesn't sound like a thing we want to deal with. So... let us walk our happy butts over to Ebonheart. Gotta up that acrobatic skill. We'll sell our firewood and our armor when we get to Anvil. Wasn't it fortunate that we found this vacation package for just the amount of our inheritance? Outlander, stop and declare your purpose in Vivec. Just visiting. Stay out of trouble and we won't have any problems. Is it really necessary? I was just going about my business. making my way to Ebonheart to leave Vivek and this accursed, volcanic, ashy wasteland behind. We're going to Anvil. We're going to need a sun hat. And of course, the simplest of those is a wicker one. Can't make one yet, but, you know. Ah, Ebonheart, a taste of home. And all this bouncing around has...
Pleasant weather, don't you think?
It's fine. Well met, I'm Titus Corlex with the East Empire Company. If you're looking to get out of this ash-blasted province, I can arrange passage for you aboard our next export vessel to the city of Anvil in West Cyrodiil. Anvil's the largest city on the Strident Coast, the western shore of Cyrodiil. Its good harbor, central location, and strong maritime traditions make it one of the major ports in western Tamriel. The city boasts famous entertainment venues like the Abbaset Casino and Arena, 2 major temples, a stock exchange, and countless corporate offices and shops. Agrippina Helena sent word you'd be coming. Show me your ticket and we'll be ready to set sail. Just to let you know, the ticket is for one person only. You'll need to book passage the normal way if you wish to have any companions accompany you. Get me out of here. Very good. Let me know if you have any issues. I'll be sure to speak with the captain before you leave.
Time to talk? I've a few minutes.
Oh, we are not in good shape. You passed out from exhaustion. Okay. We are not in good shape at all. We are starving and dehydrated. Well, cork bulb root. our fishy stick. Drain health, restore personality. We should have been able to sleep on the boat. Usually that's how that works. Let's see if there's any others awake. A beautiful seaside town, and I'm about ready to fall on my face from exhaustion. Yay! Such is life, such is life. There we go.
I have special prices just for you, Outlander.
I have 56 gold. Lovely. Lovely. Nutrition 9, nutrition 25. Alright, we're buying cheese. And... Hi, how's the stream going so far? We're doing okay. Meet Alpha. He's an Imperial Jester, hence the fancy clothes. And he had inherited 2,000 gold from a relative, so he decided to spend it on a vacation package to Cyrodiil. We're in Anvil.
Would you like to see our selection?
I need something that I can put water in. Jug and iron pot. That works. Offer.
Care to look at my selection?
Here, buy the firewood
Would you
that
like
we
to
were
see our
gathering.
selection? Come on in. You won't find a better bargain in town. Care to look at my selection? Would you like to see our selection? Care to look at my selection? Come on in. You won't find a better bargain in town.
And we have unarmored is our preferred
Have a
armor
look around.
skill.
I have a feeling
but we
you'll
have
find
a bunch
what
of
you're
heavy
looking
armor,
for.
so that's what we're selling.
Come on in.
We'll
You won't
sell
find a
the
better
gold
bargain in
can
town. Would you like
Okay.
to see our selection?
Cheese. Bread. Bread. And... oh, I don't know where there's a well here. We are very tired and dehydrated. We need a place to sleep, and we also need to learn new tricks, so... oh, I've been meaning to check out Project Cyrodiil. It looks so pretty. Yes, it is gorgeous. What brings you to our guild hall? This is a place of scholarship, so keep your voice down. If you come to join the guild, you need to speak to Tissia on the top floor. Awesome. I need to sleep, and in order to sleep here, I need to join the guild. Not that way. Where's the stairs? Where's the stairs?
Let us talk.
I'll be back. Stairs? Ah, stairs. I'm Tissia, Master Wizard of the Cyrodiil Mages Guild and steward of this guild hall. What can I do for you? Are you here to join the Mages Guild? No, you're not a worthy candidate. A true wizard must at least know the basics of the magical arts. You should review our requirements. The Guild of Mages only accepts candidates of keen intelligence and dominant will. Candidates must display mastery in the great schools of magic, destruction, alteration, illusion, and mysticism. Candidates must also display practical knowledge of enchantment and alchemical processes. What? What is wrong? Oh. That's probably the
You've got
problem.
my ear. Let's hear it.
But I want to learn how to throw bigger fireballs and juggle lights and entertain people. And instead, I just want a place to sleep. And some water. That's an armorer's shop. All flags in.
You've got my ear. Let's hear it.
I'm hydrated. I need a bed. Yes, we have one available. It's 10 gold for the rest of the day. Yes. Your room's on the second floor, up the stairs, and at the end of the hall. Interesting looking people. I'll have to come down and talk to them once I've, recovered from my travels. Tired, well rested. There we go. I like how they decorate with seashells at the... It's like when you go to Florida. I'm fine, thank you. What can I do for you? Apparently nothing. You, sir, look rather interesting. No caterwauling bards or feckless gamblers here, thank goodness. I'm a jester. I guess I won't tell him that. Nice to meet you. I'm Arrhenius Aselli. My wife Maria and I are patrons of the arts from Cyrodiil. Piracy is out of control on the Abacian Sea, but the West Navy is still shuttering forts and pulling back patrols. Anvil's in an uproar about it, and the papers are calling for the Navarch to resign. Good charisma and good manners go a long way in Cyrodiil. We Imperials appreciate a polite gesture or a genial turn of phrase as much as an impressive display of martial skill. I understand completely, yes. What is it you want? I'm currently on pilgrimage across this foreign land. Yes, I'm on a grand pilgrimage. I was not content with merely following the Prophet's footsteps across Morrowind. I wish to retrace his entire journey from the Somerset Isles to Necrom. We first travelled by ship to Firsthold, but the Altmer there have long made sure that no trace of my ancestors' exodus remain. All we could do was take another ship across the Abacian Sea to Anvil. From here we will travel overland through Cyrodiil and then through Morrowind until we reach the eastern coast. I am Ruleth Falarin, house cousin of Great House Fallu of Morrowind. Necrom is the white city of the dead, located on the shores of the Patamaic Ocean. It marks the final destination of St. Velos' exodus. Well met. I'm Allure Orellin, and this is my mistress, Serja Ruleth. A house cousin of Great Ashfall. She's on a pious journey, tracing the path that our ancestors took all the way from the Somerset Isles back to Morrowind. But we found ourselves at an impasse here. I need someone to bring us food from Morrowind. I'm looking for provisions from our home province. Finding food that's acceptable to Sergio Fellerin has been a struggle for the entire pilgrimage, but when we arrived here in Cyrodiil, she had a particularly unfortunate encounter with a local seafood stew. Now she refuses to eat and drink anything until I can find her some food from back home. I'm sure a big port like Anvil has what we need, but I can't leave her side to go looking for it. Would you run that errand for me? Yes. Thank you. My mistress has a particular craving for kwama eggs and sujama. I need 8 large kwama eggs and 3 bottles of sujama. Plenty, so we have provisions for the road. I'll pay you 200 gold for them, which should easily cover the cost, and then some. Anvil's a famous trade city, so you should be able to find them here. Maybe that publican here can tell you where. I'd ask her myself, but I fear we've already made a somewhat poor impression. She might be more forthcoming with you. I'm Allure Orlin, warrior and oathman of Great House Hualu. I'm accompanying the Sergio on her pilgrimage. Kwama eggs have thick shells and keep fresh for a very long time, so they're popular export good, especially with sailors. I think many people outside Morrowind assume they're laid by giant birds, but kwama are actually burrowing insects. Sujama's a strong Dunmer liquor, too strong to drink while I'm on duty. I'll stick to something lighter, but my mistress enjoys her sujama. Interesting. Did those 2 rude dark elves put you up to this? I already told them I don't have what they're looking for, but food from Morrowind shouldn't be hard to find in Anvil, especially those huge eggs. If I were you, I'd go straight to the East Empire Company in the Garden Quarter. Most goods from Morrowind in the city pass through their offices, and Corathan Serrano sells some of their stock directly to the public. I'm Polia Serratian. The All Flags Inn has been in my family since my great-grandfather's day. It was the first inn raised in the new Anvil after the Comoran usurper burned the old city down. The emperor who came back from Oblivion 30 years ago wasn't the same man who was dragged there before the crisis. They say he cloisters himself in the imperial palace, seeing only a handful of mystics and advisors, and ruling by prophecy alone. I'm guessing that's a reference to, like, Oblivion, or not Oblivion, Daggerfall or Arena? So we need to find the East Empire Company. Okay. Pawnbroker and loans. And we need to hop around. I love the wall art here. I need to hop around. Clothier. Imperial Geographical Society. Where would the East Empire Company have their alchemical remedies? Now, she did say it was in the Garden Quarter. I'm not sure where that is. Hello! Garden Quarter. The verdant Garden Quarter lies in the southeast of the city, around the Temple of Dibella Aesthetica. The neighborhood is home to Anvil's wealthiest and most powerful families. Tax takers over at the Census and Excise Office have been getting an increasingly difficult time collecting lately. If Tracilius doesn't stamp this out fast, he might have to start getting the guards involved, and nobody wants that. It's a reference to Arena. Rescuing the Emperor was the plot of the game. Okay. Okay. Cyrodiil seems to be a little more in tune with the events of previous games than Morrowind, I think. Okay, they said southeast, so we'll go this way. Conservatory of St. Leica. Red Treasury. Fine smithing. Bazaar of the Abasian. Interesting. We'll have to come back. Bespoke perfumes, potions, and elixirs. Garden quarter. Okay. Trident Exchange.
All right, I'm listening.
EEC, East Empire Company. Come to browse the bounty of the Imperial Eastchester, feel free to take a look around, and do let me know if you have any questions. I'm Corethan Serrano, Cyrodiil born and raised, though I may not look it. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. You need Kwama eggs and Sujama? Of course, we have both of those for sale, fresh from Morrowind, from the mines and distillery of the Raran family of Narcissus.
What is it, Sarah?
What did they say? He needed 8 large Kwama eggs and 3 bottles of Sujama.
Is there something I can do for you?
He has 17. Okay, I thought that said 7 for a minute. I was like, no. Sujama, 3 bottles. Ooh. Let us see. All flags in.
What's your story?
Welcome back. Did you find the food from Morrowind that we need? Are those supplies for us? I'll take those off your hand. I'd like to thank you on behalf of my mistress. I'm sure she appreciates the tastes of home. Here's the 200 gold I promised you. Ooh. And I also threw in this bottle of Hautoma. It's a drink from the Somerset Isles. I picked a few of them up before we left Firsthold. Sergio Fellerin refused to drink any, but I quite enjoyed the taste. This is my last bottle, and I want you to have it. Many pilgrims in Morrowind complete Velos Path, a pilgrimage running across the entire province that marks the path our ancestors took when they settled the land. But my mistress has decided that she wishes to retrace their entire journey, beginning in Firsthold on the Somerset Isles, crossing Cyrodiil from west to east, and finally walking Velos Path to Necrom on the eastern coast of Tamriel. I'm very pleased to have some quality food and drink again. What can I do for you? I look forward to opening a bottle of Sujama and savoring the aroma. I see Allure has a big bag full of Kwama eggs. I suppose I've got you to thank for that. Give a performance with what? Come back when you have an instrument to play. Okay. Borgash Gro Ulius has been looking for an apprentice. He's been running a smithy and anvil for decades, so he's probably hoping to pass on his knowledge before he retires. Sujama? Nothing I would sell at my inn. I've tasted it once. Absolutely revolting. What are the Dark Elves even putting in that stuff? Yeah, I've always thought of it as something that could, like, burn off your nose hairs. You don't look like a sailor. What brings you here? I'm Netta. My friend Joan Sar and I are the Corsairs, a team in the Abbassat's fighting pit. That's us. If you want to see us fight, stop by the Abbassat, and don't even think about betting against us. Okay. Hello? Did you hear that those Fontanarius brothers are planning an expedition to Akavir? They're trying to petition the the Bririca Bank for funding right now, but the director probably isn't too enthused about their ideas of sailing west to get there. Huh.
Go ahead.
Have you heard the rumors about the Shore King? They say he's the heir of some ancient ruler, come to Anvil in order to claim the throne. But he can't truly be real, can he? What can I do for you? I'm Jonesar. My friend Netta and I are the Corsairs, a team in the Abbasset's fight pit. That's what we go by. Truth is, neither of us are from Hammerfell. Netta and I were born here and raised in Cyrodiil. We met in the Navy. We started a career at the Abbasset afterwards. The Corsair idea was all hers. Well, hello, I'm Sarar the Blue. I'm a chef by trade and here in Anvil for work. I ought to get myself a proper talk, don't you think? The Imperial Archaeological Society is making another push into the depths of Garlus Agia. I don't know what they think they'll find this time that they haven't found already. Okay. Well, the Mages Guild won't take us. Shrine to Saint Nilla. I guess some kind of sea-based saint. Census and Excise Office. And we need to buy an instrument. Who might have one for sale? Maybe that pawnbroker we found? Pawnbroker and loans. Hello! Down on your luck or eager to spend? I can help you with either. I'm Uthsare, pawnbroker. I run a respectable pawn shop and loan business here in the marina, quite unlike those barely disguised criminal fences operating out of Little Orenthia. It's an Anvil's poorest neighborhood, a dense tangle of buildings located just north of the canal. Expatriates from Valenwood form the largest share of the foreign population, but Little Orenthia is home to a diverse population of immigrants from across the west. Recently there's been talk of animals and people found drowned in the harbor here in Anvil. More of them than usual. That sounds ominous. Oh, that was not good. Okay. Speechcraft, not our strong suit, I guess? Can I bribe you? No.
Spare me the form.
Okay. Hopefully a general trader might have a loot or something we can buy. That's a clothier. That's the Imperial Archaeological Society. Let's see. Chemical remedies. Marina, clothier, excise office. Here looks like a general trader. General goods.
Shall we barter now?
I need either a drum or a lute. You have a lute. That's not bad. Do you have a drum?
You won't find a better bargain in town.
Oh, you also have a I'm looking for a hat. Something to keep the sun off my head. Extravagant hat. That looks like the one, if I can afford it.
May I interest you in something?
Drum? Yes, you have a drum. Alright, now we need to go back to the inn and perform. I guess this hat isn't one that keeps the sun off my head, but it's quite fashionable. So
You've
we'll
got
wear
my
it.
ear. Let's hear it.
You should actually learn to play something before you embarrass yourself in front of my patrons. Perhaps another bard could teach you how to play. Well, none of these confess to being bards, so... Maybe... That's a house. The Mages Guild wants nothing to do with us. I guess our willpower isn't good enough, considering we always... Conservatory of St. Leica. We have no self-control. What can Skara do for you? Skara is learning to be an artist, but she's beginning to see colors in new ways. I wonder if the Khajiit are colorblind. I guess not, if she's looking to see colors. Hello, fine sir. Has one of our paintings caught your eye? Good day. I'm Celathril. I manage the accounts of the conservatory and arrange the sale and delivery of our artist-finished works. The imperial heirs are strange and mistrusted. Galdal works on mysterious projects in the seclusion of the Curia. Ebel plots with the Empress in the Winter Palace, and Enman carouses across the west with a gaggle of drunken hangers-on. Gods only know what happened to Ariella. If none of them can win the support of the legions, it'll be civil war without end. I was hoping you'd have a task for me. The Warp in the West. Tower near Cloudrest. Portrait of a Khajiit. I'm Ayaya Syracus, artist. Our civilization has brought peace and prosperity to all of Tamriel. We place our faith in hard work, education, and discipline. We prefer free trade and diplomacy, but are not ashamed to use force. The Mages Guild is tearing itself apart, from what I've heard. The Archmagisters have been locked in a standstill between factions for a decade, and they say the Imperial Battle Mage is still hunting one of them across Oblivion. It doesn't look like much now, but this will be beautiful when it's finished. When you take a job, you have to have the good sense to hold off until you're stronger if it seems too hard for you. They say, in other provinces, vampires can be recognized by their monstrous features. Here in Cyrodiil, vampires are said to be weaker, but they can hide and pass among normal people unnoticed. People claim that the Mages Guild and the Imperial Curia are infested with vampire nests, and that they conspire with the vampires to keep the common people in line. Okay. That's kind of scary. Feel free to peruse the gallery, good jester. If you're here to buy some of our fine art, talk to Celathril on the ground floor. Unless you've come to learn for yourself the art of painting. I'm Gabriel Varach. Just last year, the good Queen Malona appointed me to serve as director of this conservatory. It is my joy and duty to bring beauty to the people of this great city and foster the talents of young painters. The shows at the Abbaset's fight pit have been getting a bit stale. It's a shame. Rocco Dorisia's stories used to be the talk of the taverns. Interesting. Well, we'll have to find the Abbasiate. The Abbaset? I was hoping they'd have some kind of work for me here, but it looks like no. Maybe the Fighters Guild will give us some jobs? Just some easy running around. Welcome to the Anvil chapter of the Fighters Guild. If you're looking to join or place a contract, the guild master's upstairs in his office. No, now I think of it, that doesn't really suit. Don't like to get my hands dirty like that. Little Arenthia, where is that? I'm going to assume it's not on the other side of the Garden District. That just seems counterintuitive if the Garden District is the upscale neighborhood, the Knob Hill, if you will. Census and Excise Office. By order of Uriel Septim VII, Emperor of Tamriel, and the esteemed members of the Elder Council, let it hereby be known that the Elder Council, in the session of the 18th day of First Seed this year, has unanimously decided upon the abolishment of the 34th war tax, this tax having been instated in the year of Third Era 401 in order to support continued pacification of the provinces in the wake of the perversions of the simulacrum. As peace and prosperity have henceforth returned to all quarters of the Empire, through tireless vigilance of the noble imperial legions, it is now decided that the 34th war tax is to be replaced with a citizen contribution not exceeding 10 septim per head of a household for the maintenance of roads and watchtowers in these times of great need. The Empire is law, the law is sacred. Queen Malona rules Anvil from Goldstone. Her retainers, courtiers, and advisors can all be found there, as well as the other queen, Isodi of Riyadh. In the city, Sidisaurus and Hierolo Varolius are the head priests of the Temple of the First Breath and the Temple of Debella Aesthetica, respectively. Tissia is the guildmaster of the Mages Guild, and the Fighters Guild is sponsored by the Vicinius family. Navarch Tilodorus Cadmerus commands the West Navy from Fort Telodrak. Okay. House. Wayfarer building. Hegeld is in his workshop downstairs. Don't mind me, I'm just handling some inventory. My name is Delicia Havaris. I'm Hegeld's apprentice. Hegeld's furnishings. Hegeld the Steady. Hello, I make the sturdiest furniture in the realm. Are you in the market? They call me the Steady because I cut straighter than anyone else in the business. The Navarch ordered 2 galleons back to Fort Telodrak, and neither of the crews have been told why. Rumor has it there's worry among the brass that the masked captain might try to assault the city. Sounds like nonsense to me. I'm sure the merchants would prefer that the big warships patrol the trade lanes instead. Okay, what's your trade? I'm a carpenter. I make everything from footstools to closets, but my talents are not just limited to furniture. I also make crates and barrels, build and repair carts and boats, and even construct roofs and scaffolding. Okay. Underwriter.
Do you seek an audience with me?
I can already tell you're practically uninsurable. An adventuring Imperial like you never lasts long. What brings you to my office? I'm Leonard Dubrock, underwriter. What can I do for you? I'm an underwriter. I provide insurance for goods and materials on business ventures, which in the case of Anvil are most often ship voyages. I also offer life insurance to sailors so that the bereaved family's financially provided for in cases of death at sea. You look like the adventuring type, so I'm afraid I shall not accept your case. The risk of untimely demise in your line of work is too high to be profitable. I hope you understand. Well, this is a permadeath playthrough. Now, if we could just find some work. I'm hoping Little Orenthia, whenever we find it, will house the Thieves Guild. Sorry to bother you, but would you help me become a painter? I desperately need to join the Conservatory of St. Lakia. I'm a painter. I mean, apprentice. I just arrived from High Rock. My parents had high hopes for me and sent me here to study, but as soon as I stepped off the ship, a mugger robbed me. To make matters worse, my bag had a letter of recommendation to the local conservatory, and now I have no money and no means to be accepted. Oh, that's very kind of you, but I'm not sure how much help you can provide, unless you have connections with the conservatories so that you can help me get in. Or maybe with the Thieves Guild? They might know about the mugger who took my letter of recommendation. He was an Imperial with his hair tied up, wielding an axe. A mugger with an axe. The Thieves Guild are like any trade guild, an organization of professionals, except their professionals are thieves, robbers, pickpockets, smugglers, and other enterprising operators. People hire them to steal goods from those who they hate, members of rival factions, etc. If you wish for somebody else's goods and you can't get them by yourself, then ask the Guild of Thieves. They'll surely find them for you. The mugger was an Imperial wearing nondescript clothing, hair tied up and wielding an axe. I'm sorry, but that's all I can tell you. Maybe someone more familiar with that side of Anvil knows someone of that description.
Yes, what is it?
Well, we are looking for the Thieves Guild. A basing and trading company, Navy officer lodgings. That does not sound promising. It's over here. Gate. Is this a well? Nice. Fort Telodrak. Yeah, we're not joining the Navy. Yardgate Tenements. You have a knife, not an axe. You're not from around here. Here in Little Orenthia to gawk at us. Me? Why do you ask? Alright, I'm Caldius Althan. I used to be a potter. Nobody liked my pottery. Is that enough explanation for you? The most important person in Little Orenthia is the master of the Anvil Thieves Guild, who just calls himself the Orenthian. Nobody really knows who he is or where he hides out. Runs towards time as a member of the iterant priests who's been assisting the hostel of St. Rosinius. Otherwise, there's Lusha the pawnbroker, Julius Volchar, the proprietor of the Sailor's Fluke, and Idanish, the master of the Rat Catchers Guild. Valisaria is the editor-in-chief of the Abasian Monitor, Anvil's newspaper. Well, it sounds like I need to find the Orenthian. Guild of Rat Catchers. Okay, I'm curious. The wind blows all kinds of people through Anvil. I'm sure there's someone in particular I can help you find. I'm Bullius Garrus. I just keep the others fed. You've never seen someone more appreciative of your cooking than when they've just crawled out of a sewer. Ew. I'm a cook. I don't want anything to do with the sewers. Our nice fancy clothing would get all ruined. The Anchor's Rest. The name's Lennox. I run the Anchor's Rest. It's not the Abbassate by any means, but their clientele don't often make it over here to Little Orenthia. You wouldn't think it, but Anvil has a serious skooma problem. Nobody's figured out who the supplier is. I have food and drinks for sale, including some nice bottles from Hammerfell that I buy from the White Scarab Company. I also have beds to rent. Other than that, you might want to head to the top floor and talk to my friend Aldefire. She offers training and has some tools for sale.
Whatever you
Time to
want.
talk? What's your
Within
few
reason.
minutes?
Sorry, my friend, I'm only interested in drinking, not talking. Unless, of course, it's about my lucky amulet. Oh, I miss it. If I hadn't lost it in that game of 9 holes, then none of this would be happening. It's a very special charm to me. I got it while I was in Nibene. The person who sold it to me said it belonged to some cult devoted to a Niben fortune deity named Hora. I didn't much care about the cult, but I was told the amulet would bring me great fortune, so I bought it. And you know what? It really worked. My comrades and I won many septims playing 9 holes at the Abbassate with that lucky charm. We never lost, and we would have kept winning, too, if it hadn't been for that damn Modelius Horval. That Nibonese fellow was good, really good. We couldn't win a single 9 holes game against him. No, I don't think he cheated. Maybe Hora favored him, I don't know. But he kept winning, and we kept throwing drakes in the game to try and get it all back. It didn't work. We lost several hundred septims between the 3 of us that night. I was really mad by then. I made one last effort to try and win it all back. I bet my lucky amulet. That was a mistake, as you can see. I wish I could take it back. I could try and help recover it. What? You could help me get my charm back? Oh, you're a real lifesaver, my friend. Horval's probably still at the Abbassate in Anvil's garden quarter, gambling cheerfully away with my lucky amulet. That bastard. If you can go there and recover my charm from him, I'd be very grateful. Oh, I don't care how you do it. Rough him up a little if you have to. Just bring it back quickly. I'm a warrior by trade. Thanks for offering to get the amulet back for us. We're counting on you. Good luck getting Darius's charm from him. Okay. I'm Nodius Alvich, just enjoying my Akul the best I can. Those legionnaires have been pining for that thing for, oh, I don't even know how long. I've grown tired of it. If you're looking for someone to watch your back, I'm available for hire. For 250 gold, I'll serve as a bodyguard and companion for 30 days. I'm strong and I don't mind heavy loads. I'm healthy and quick to heal. Heal me if you can. Keep me healthy and you'll get your money's worth. But I won't stand for any abuse. I work for profit. I've got my own gear and gold. If you ever leave me with less profit than my own gear and gold, then I quit immediately, and never work for you again. Sorry, not interested. Suit yourself. I'm a hunter. I range across the jungles and highlands of Cyrodiil, hunting for meat and hides. I know all the native creatures of Cyrodiil, and know how to avoid those that are diseased, for they're worthless and dangerous to the careless hunter. I can tell you about the different regions of Cyrodiil if you're
I
interested.
haven't heard from him in ages.
I gave you one, I gave you two, the best that rotten old boat could do. Well, hello there. Care for a song? I'm a bard. As an entertainer, I share songs and stories with patrons and peasants. As a scholar, I travel the world, speaking with people and learning the lessons of history and human nature. And because a good bard must experience adventure firsthand in order to present its drama effectively, I've learned to defend myself with the noble tools of medium armor and long blade, and have mastered minor mysteries of alchemy, enchantment, and illusion. Teach me a song. Yes, I might have something suitable for your skill level. This beginner song is called Ode to Hola Ode. Would you like me to teach it to you? Yes. Excellent. Now repeat after me.
Go ahead.
You've learned Ode to Hola Ode. Alright, now we can perform. We know a song. Hello, Jester. Looking to get into places people don't want you to get into? I might be able to help with that. There's a lot more alchemical soap and oil on the market lately. You know, Slode soap. They make it out east for perfumes and that kind of stuff. Very exclusive industry. It's strange to see so much of it coming in all at once. You might be looking for Ordius Vulso. He usually hangs around at the All Flags Inn in the marina. Thieves Guild's just like any other guild, an organization of craftsmen and professionals. Yeah, I'm a lovable rogue, a silver-tongued devil with a taste for the better things in life. But as lovable as I am, some people get upset with me, and so I must fight. Purely in self-defense, you understand. I like light armor and short blades for self-defense, heavy armor and weapons that will tire you out. But I train with various weapon types and armor types, so I can improvise when the situation demands. Okay.
An honor. Are you interested in purchasing something?
I already have that.
I have the finest spells in town.
I don't have enough gold for training. I was hoping she'd be my link to the Thieves
Yes,
Guild.
Dunmer? What do you want?
I guess not. This is cute.
Yes, Dunmer? What do you want?
I'm not a Dunmer, I'm an Imperial. What the heck? Do you have any more songs you can teach me, maybe? Practice the one I taught you some more, then come back later. Okay. You have not booked a performance here. Okay. Lennox? I need someone to give a performance tonight. Are you interested? Tell me more. The performance will be between 6 and 10 tonight. I can pay you 29 gold plus any tips you get from patrons you can keep. I'll do it. Great. Come back between 6 and 10, find a good spot, and get your loot out to start your performance. Once you're done, come see me again to get your payment. Alright, so come back in 2 hours. The East Empire Company is rapidly becoming the most powerful corporate force in the Empire. They've got the Elder Council wrapped around their finger. Farmers in Cyrodiil are struggling while plutocrats in Cyrodiil City and the slavers in Morrowind live like kings. I wouldn't go around gambling for more than you can afford, especially not in the Abbassette. Anvil's loan sharks mean serious business and have ties to all sorts of nasty people. Best to avoid them altogether if you're not on the wealthier side of things.
All right, I'm listening.
Where? Hostel of St. Rosinius. Flophouse. Do not enter. Only tragedy and death lie behind this door. That sounds fascinating. Pilgrims, merchants, sailors, they all got gossip. Want to hear a little secret of the latest rumors? I've heard all kinds of dark tidings from Morrowind. Something woke up on Vardenfell, they say, and it's spreading blight and death far and wide. Hafiz is the name. I'm a sailor between vessels right now. I want to find the Thieves Guild, damn it. Which I guess this makes sense that it is so hard to find, but... Apothecary. Pawnbroker. Northwall Bakery. Excuse me, Jester, but would you be willing to help out a tribeless Bosmer like myself? I thought I could afford the stigma of not belonging to a tribe when I left Valenwood, but a little Orenthia isn't as friendly to the tribeless as I hoped. I've been trying to join the Strethon tribe here in Anvil for a while now. I asked Fimion, the Aga of the Strethon, but he refused. He told me they're a hunting tribe and that I'm not a good hunter. I'm eager to learn, though. That's why I need your help. Aga Fimion already said no, but I'm not giving up. Maybe if someone more personable asked him, such as yourself, he'd be more inclined to accept me. Will you please go ask Aga Fimion to let me join his tribe? I can't promise you much as a reward, but I'd greatly appreciate it. Sure. Thank you so much. The tribe lives in Canal West tenements here in Anvil, next to the canal between Little Orenthia and the port quarter. You can find Aga Fimion there. I'm Deniamiel. I was born tribeless in the lower classes of South Point. Apparently my father's father had been exiled from a local tribe. My family had been on Kulaterathi ever since, but I'm seeking to change that. Tribal traditions and doctrine vary from tribe to tribe and council to council. Generally speaking, to be a Bosmer without a tribe deems you unreliable, unknown, and untrustworthy. Most Bosmer tend to form their own tribes, or declare themselves one-elf tribes, but they typically don't get the same respect as a proper established tribe, whether it be a large, formerly royal tribe, or a small one like the Strethium. I'm one of those Bosmer unlucky enough to have been born tribeless in Valenwood. The Strethium tribe they're Valenwood immigrants like myself, hunters mostly, though you'll find the odd Naelin, Valengleth, Alaria, or maybe even a Palinus in the castle. The Strethiunu are the only ones whose whole tribe, Aga and all, are in the kingdom of Anvil. Okay, we might be able to sweet talk this Aga into letting in this poor little creature. I'm Braga, a sailor with the White Scarab Company. I'm on leave here in Anvil until they need me on a boat again. Tavis Hearth Hostel. Greetings. If you're looking for Valenwood specialties, you've come to the right place. This is Little Orenthia, after all. I stock all kinds of traditional wood elf clothing, boneware, drinks, and more. You won't find a better selection at such affordable prices anywhere else north of the Strid.
How may I help you?
I don't think we're interested in boneware. Sounds disgusting. Chemical remedies. You're a commoner. One of the most popular drinks here in Western Clovia is Aliu. Almost all of it gets made at either the Medericus distillery in Barina Cross or the Licorius distillery in Thresvi, and the two are fierce competitors. I think I have encircled the entire... I think he's down in the sewers? What does a man gotta do to find a thieves' guild? You're a pauper. That looks like a jester's cap. South Point Trading Company. Good day, traveler. Might I interest you in some Valenwood sundries? Nice to meet you. I'm Legonor. I work for the South Point Trading Company. It's a consortium of merchant interests headquartered in the southern Valenwood. Most of our business is importing Cyrodiilic goods to Bosmer down south, but our traders also make a modest profit on this end by exporting Bosmer goods to Cyrodiil and the wider west. Can I join the trading company? I'm in guest day. I arrange contracts for the South Point Trading Company. That's nice. I truly wish. A guard of the West Navy. Well, look at you, fresh off the docks. Need a quick way around Anvil? Horulia Flaka's rickshaw is ready to take you wherever you need. Fast, easy, and no need to tire yourself out lugging cargo through the streets.
A visitor. What may I
Well,
do for you?
Oh, my bucket. I've gone and dropped my favorite bucket. Can you help me get my bucket back? I was coming home after a long day of work at the docks with my favorite bucket. Before I could cross the bridge, I dropped it and it fell into the canal. I'd normally get it myself, but there's a lot of crabs down there. Could you get it for me? No, but I can't get it on my own. Please come back if you change your
My
mind.
patience is limited.
Careful around here. You won't be the first traveler who got knocked into the harbor on accident. Favorite bucket. Okay, we're not going swimming in a nasty canal. Should probably go back. Anchor's Rest. Okay. Bathhouse. Canal West
Hurry this up,
Tenements.
will you?
The Imga bounty hunter Ashui Ghostwalker is the most famous scout in the Desic Marsh. He's been a menace to criminals south of the Strid. In the unlikely event you cross his path and he's in the mood to share his wisdom, don't miss out on the occasion. I'm Ringoth Strathium, tribe cousin of the Strathium tribe. We're a tribe of hunters. We're among many Bosmeri tribes that the lords of Colovia graciously allowed into their territories after the imperial simulacrum in the 5 Years' War. Though most of the tribes took refuge in the kingdoms of Skingrad and Kvatch, or disbanded altogether, our Aga, Fimian, chose the kingdom of Anvil as our home.
This better be important.
Let me spritz on. Hello, I'm Fimian, Aga of the tribe. What can I do for you? We're a hunting tribe, Jester, and I'm its Aga. We hail from an eastern border area between Eldenroot and Arenthia. We used to be a somewhat sizable tribe back in Valenwood, but our numbers had dropped significantly during the 5 Years' War. When I made the decision to move our tribe to Cyrodiil, many stayed behind in Valenwood. I've lost touch with some of them, and I've even heard some become bandits. But Anvil is our home now, and we're thriving. I'm Fimian. I was named Aga of the tribe about 40 years ago. It's been quite the journey, but so long as I have Nerval and Rigoth with me, I carry on. I'm a hunter, but I'm also the Aga. An Aga is the administrator, lord, and judge of all things related to their tribe. I'm a guard and an advisor. Above all else, my duty is to defend my tribe's interests. There's nothing for us there in the Valenwood now. The tribes have our eyes pointed toward the future, and the future is in Cyrodiil. Is this about Denimiel again? Well, he sure is persistent. Fine, how about this? There's a hunter in the tribe named Huraven. He typically leaves for a week or so at a time and brings back pelts and meats for us to sell to the merchants here. Huraven left for a hunt some time ago, but has yet to come back. It isn't unusual for him to stay out a few additional days, but never this long. I was intending to send Rigoth out today to look for him, but since you're here I'll make you this offer. Find him and bring him back to us. We typically do our hunting in the wilderness not too far from the city. I'd suggest asking other hunters or scouts around Anvil if they've seen Huraven or know where he is. Do this task for us and I'll grant Denai Miel a place in the tribe as tribe cousin. How does that sound? Huraven is one of our hunters, and a damn good one at that. He joined the tribe during our trek from Valen Wood to Anvil. He made fast friends with many of the hunters and scouts here. They might know something about his whereabouts. He often went on hunting trips with them. I'll ask Rigoth since he's in the hallway. Agaphimian sent you to find him? Thank you for helping us. Huraven would regularly go on hunting trips with Mur outside the tribe, so we wouldn't know where he went. Maybe another hunter or scout would know of his whereabouts. Huraven often regulars at popular taverns, and I know there are scouts at the Census and Excise office here in Anvil. Okay. Well, it's almost time for us to go give her performance. We can go in and wait, I think.
How may I help you?
Which piece will you perform? This is Bardic Inspiration by Murlord. It's currently not compatible with A Bard's Life by Danae, but she's working on fixing that.
I'm getting out of here.
Keep practicing far away from here. Oops. You've earned every drake and gives you 8 septums.
You'll soon be nothing more than a bad memory.
Who let a dying cliff racer into town? She's yelling from... Owlifire's the one that's up on the top floor. You earn 8 gold worth of tips. Well done. Speak to Lennox for your payment. Nice. Thanks for playing. Here's your payment. He's the only one who appreciated that. Okay, so now we gotta go find a hunter. Oh, wait. Maybe there was a hunter in here? I think she was a hunter, maybe? No. You were a hunter. Yes, I know Huraven. I know him well. I used to teach him. You're saying he's been missing for some time? I don't know where he is now, but I know he liked to go hunting east of the city in Arum Grove. It's just to the south of Fort Heath. He'd regularly go there with his Altmer friend, Mordiner. She has a camp near the grove, a little to the south of the signposted area where the road splits off near the fort. She may have seen him recently. The Stretham tribe. There aren't many of them, but they're the biggest Bosmeri tribe in Anvil. They hail from Vehem, I think. Or was it Cathravorne? If you want to know more, I'd suggest asking the Aga directly. He goes by Fimian. He lives in the Canal West tenements.
All right, I'm listening.
How much did you want? We have 90 gold. No, we do not have 250 gold. Damn it. We're gonna have to go find this idiot on our own. Which is going to suck. I should drag you with me into the wilderness, you little swit, however you want to call it. I am not jumping in the canal to get your bucket. You can forget that right now. Hmm. Alright, what was the name of that mugger? Ortius Volso. He usually hangs around the All Flags Inn. Should probably equip my weapon. We're looking for an Imperial with a ponytail. Extra, extra, don't miss the latest news. I'm Foscus Faxus. I sell newspapers and other useful publications. I sell the Abasian Monitor every day, and now and then I get a new edition of the Ebonheart Bellman from the sailors at the East Empire Company. The Monitor is the Abasian Seas region's newspaper. It has its offices in Little Orenthia, quarter of Anvil. Okay. Hanging around. I wonder if he's in the All Flags Inn.
You've got my ear. Let's hear it.
Well, tied up hair and an axe. Ulasov Yavin? Who? So you found me. Congrats. What do you want? A share? I want her golden letter. No can do, friend. I already drank it. Well, the gold at least. I can give you this if you want. I used it to wrap my lunch. Give me a minute. There you go. Happy? Take the letter and leave him be. Farewell, then.
I'm not busy now. What do you need?
Okay, that was rather easy. We didn't have to fight him, which is good, because I was not sure we could defeat him in a fight. Though we now have to go into the wilderness to try and find this Huravan, or however you say his name. I hope there's good signage. Fort Heath. And I am using a grass mod here in Cyrodiil. I don't have one in Morrowind, but do have it out here. Because it was looking a little bare without it. At least here on the Strident Coast. Fort Heath this way. Come on, gotta up the acrobatics skills. trees. What kind of fruit? Apples. We will definitely take apples. St. John's wort. Interesting. The road goes this way. Okay. Aloe vera, resist fire. Ah! It's a monkey? I'll eat one of those apples. The monkey didn't attack. I suppose that's a good thing. It's such a strange honking noise. I wonder where it's coming from. Well, at least the roads seem clear of bandits. So we hop along. That looks like a fort. Just southwest of Fort Heath. Arum Grove. The quick saves are just in case Morrowind decides to crash. If it would please quick save, that would be great. There we go. That's not what I wanted to do. Fire bite. Oh no! Oh no, oh no, oh no! I miscast. Restore fatigue, restore fatigue. Fatigue, strength, shock, endurance. No, I'm hot. Okay, well, at least I didn't die from miscasting. Maybe they'll have a healing altar or a place I can sleep here in the fort. Chapel Tower. Oh, thank goodness. That did not restore my health. Welcome to the chapel. Are you in need of healing? Perhaps a few spells? I am Embrilvus Nyrondus, priest of Stendar and the chaplain here at Fort Heath. You should make sure to carry some form of divine intervention with you in case of an emergency. The spell will, by the grace of the divines, return you to their nearest place of worship, where a healer should be able to help you in a safe environment. Most temples or chapels of the great faiths or the imperial cult have a priest who can teach you divine intervention, myself included.
You won't find a better bargain in town. It would be a pleasure to do business with you.
Okay. Alina's soothing balm.
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Okay. No! Alright. There. I wonder if any of these people have seen the hunter. Sipilus Tarventius, the commander, can be found in his quarters. Arata Oskara, his second in command, is in the general quarters near the entrance. Dracanius, the courier administrator of the mine, has a room on the top floor of the miners' quarters. Matrav, the mine foreman, lives in the room next to him. Cyril, the apothecary, and Ambrilvus, the chaplain, can be found in the chapel tower. And Apinora, operator of the Iron Man Tavern, is waiting for customers behind the bar.
Crime doesn't pay.
There's a tavern? This looks like it might be it. Now, come back tomorrow and we can schedule an appointment. I'm Apinora. I spent my youth in the Imperial Legion, but unfortunately my sword arm was crippled and I was unable to continue serving. We Legionnaires take care of our own, though, and now my place is here, keeping the tavern. Okay, well, I'll come back tomorrow. I guess it is. I don't see anything resembling a grove. Just grass. Lady's mantle. This is the grove. It's not much. Ooh, figs. Perfect timing. Unlike Morrowind, you can just pick food off trees here in Cyrodiil. Much nicer place. No one tries to feed you bug eggs. Oh, come off it. Where's this grove? Oh no, it's one of those things. Oh no, it's many of those things. Come off it. I refuse to be eaten by a muskrat. Die, you rodenty little thing. I think I need to run. Back to the fort. Surely they'll be able to protect me. Oh no, it's a monkey thing. I think I lost it. That was horrible. We're going to get a room at the tavern and sleep. In the morning, we'll go looking for this Ogham's Grove. After scheduling a performance, of course. Oh, bother. Bed, please. 10 gold. Upstairs at the end of the hallway. Ah. Nice enough, I suppose. Well rested and peckish. Well, figs are a nice treat, no matter the time of day. I don't know you. What do you want? Errata's the second in command to the commander, Sapilius Terventius. She runs most of the day-to-day operations. She does her job well and with enthusiasm. I'm a minor. I can't remember the last time one of us minors has seen Sapilius Terventius. Even most legionnaires only get to meet him with him from time to time. The commander is the ranking officer at the fort. He mostly keeps to himself in the commander's chamber, preferring to let his second-in-command manage the day-to-day operations. Well, that sounds a bit suspicious. See if I can schedule a performance for tonight. Okay, between 6 and 10, 32 gold. I'll do it.
Go
Alright,
ahead.
we need to be back between 6 and 10. And now that my curiosity has been piqued, let's go see if we can find this commander. The lady in charge. Welcome to Fort Heath. If you're looking to join the Imperial Legion, or if you're a transfer from one of the provinces, you'll need to head to Fort Cressmoth at Morgulagrad. All recruits and transfers in Colovia are routed there. I'm Urata Oskra, the second in command to Commander Sapilius Terventius. Commander Sapilius takes care of communication with superior officers and is the public face of the fort. That's fine by me. I prefer to let my results speak for me. That has served me well so far. The two of us make a good team, in our own way. Does he exist? Chapel Tower? I mean, this seems very suspicious. Yes, citizen? I heard that Nerelius, one of the couriers, has gone missing between here and Fort Harold. I hope nothing happened to him. He was a nice guy. The game board's on the counter. Feel free to play with it. I don't like the game very much, so if you're hoping I'd join you, I'm afraid I'll pass. Can you at least explain the rules to me? Sure. See the 3x3 board with the white and red pins on the counter? That's the game. The winner's the first one who places the pins in a straight line. The game starts with both players placing their pins on the board. Once all 6 are placed, the player takes turns and moves a pin to form that straight line, or block the opponent's attempts. That's it, really. Have fun. Red.
May your kills be quick and many.
Pay gold. Okay. I don't know how to play. No, thank you. I lost all my savings the other day. I have to watch myself. Huh. We will have to figure out how to play that in a different location, I think. I'm sure Sepilius is upstairs somewhere. Bunk room. Unfortunately, I'm very busy right now. Without Aurelius's help, I'm carrying all correspondence for the fort. Good day. Okay. This is the other side of the bunk room. Training room. You ready to spar? Or you might just learn a thing or two, even if it's only from getting hit with my axe. We're small, sharp, and smart. We love wild creatures, wild beauty, and wild life, unlike our dull cousins. We're not very polite, but don't have to be, since we shoot straight and run like the wind. Well, okay, I have an axe and I have a spear. My axe is 5, my spear is 5. You trade?
I'm listening.
I have no gold with which to train. Yeah, those are not usable. What's this book? Ordo Legionaris. Order of the Legion. Okay, maybe it's on the other side. Nope. Prison. If you're in need of equipment, Ogrub in the armory can meet most of your needs. Madrago at the archery range in the courtyard might suit you if you're looking to keep a little distance between yourself and the enemy.
Go ahead.
Where's your commander? Commander's chamber. Okay. Don't know where that is. I'm sure it's not down here, but... What? I'm Taratina Roneria. Okay, that doesn't tell me why you're in prison.
Crime doesn't pay.
Just the one. Looks like it. Alright. Nothing interesting down here.
What is this about?
This ledger records all arriving and departing prisoners along with their crime, sentence, and period of internment. Commander's chamber is where? I'm peckish. Yes, I'll eat some bread. Now I am well fed. guess it's upstairs, but I don't know how to get up there. Was there a landing somewhere that I missed? No? No, it's just this archery turret. Maybe there's an outside, but I wouldn't be able to climb the walls. I don't have that great a acrobatics. Fort Heath. Fort Heath. No. This way? A closet. Ah, more stairs. Here we go.
Crime doesn't pay.
You're a guard. Guards keep the peace and chase down criminals. Legion troopers patrol areas under Imperial control. But local governments typically have their own guards. They collect fines and compensation, or drag you off to prison if you can't pay. Well, I accidentally picked up a 9-hole stick. That went poorly. He does exist. You're probably looking for Urata Askra. She handles all the fort's day-to-day operations. She's a stellar second-in-command. She takes charge, shows initiative, and handles the daily operations of the fort. I rarely have to attend to anything besides communications from my superiors, which is just fine by me. I'm Sepilius, commander of Fort Heath. From my post here, I administer the mine and the security of the region. It's from Fort Heath that the Legion gets the iron it needs to protect the Empire and uphold the rule of law.
What's this about?
Okay, he does exist. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting. Maybe a, like, Corpus Walker or something? But I don't think there's Corpus in Cyrodiil. Is there an external? Look at that view. Oh my goodness. I like the rug. Yes, I just bugged your boss. Okay, I'm thirsty. Well, that's why we're carrying a jug of water. It is another hot one. There we go. That's the bastard that followed me here. Someone shot it for me. Now, to find that grove. Southwest. No, 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 no. What is this madness? Come along. The filthy vermin are still following me. Help! Help! There's safety in the chapel. I need to buy some health potions. Ah, someone said there was an apothecary here. Now, we do need to practice our security skill. Lock too complex? 45? We are terrible. You're not an apothecary.
What is this about?
Nope. You might be. Welcome. Do you need some potions, or perhaps you know a bit of alchemy? I have locally gathered ingredients for sale. I might be able to teach you a thing or two as well. I'm Cyril, the apothecary here at Fort Heath. I offer my services to legionnaires and civilians alike.
Come on in. You won't find a better bargain in town. Would you like to see our selection? Come on in. You won't find a better bargain in town.
I don't think I'll be able to afford her stuff.
Care to look at my selection? Would you like to see our selection? Have a look around. I have a feeling you'll find what you're looking for. Would you like to see our selection? Have a look around. I have a feeling you'll find what you're looking for. Come on in. You won't find a better bargain in town.
Oh, good heavens, no. That's too expensive. Perhaps 2 of them? Alright, now I'm penniless again. Let's go see if those evil little bastards are still alive. Or if the soldiers did their job and killed them. Help me, help me, help me. Do your damn duty.
Ow!
See? That's what we pay you for. And you, sir, thank you. Though it appears your aim is terrible. What's my short blade skill? It is also 5. We really must stick to casting spells. And we must be sure to be back here in 7 hours in order to perform. Now I believe the grove over here somewhere. I'm really regretting promising to help that wood elf. Now I believe it was over here. I don't know if this counts as a grove, but there are apples. Oh dear. You see slash marks on the body. This was no animal attack. You cannot remove this corpse. Alright. He was supposed to be a hunter. I don't think he would be taken out by muskrats. That would be terrible. Oh, that was foolish. Foolish, foolish, foolish. Soothing balm. Just as well. Alright. We can go back to the road. I don't see his friend. Ginseng. Mushroom. Greens. Goldenrod. I found Her Van Strathen's body in the wilderness near Fort Heath. There were slash marks on it. It did not look to be from an animal attack. Blood lily. That's lovely. What is that? A horse. A wild horse, or does someone let their herd graze here? Should probably get back on the road before I get eaten by more of those muskrats. Salted by vermin. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. The other spell, the other spell.
Oh.
Well, come along then. Oh, good. One shot. I'll be thankful when my Firebite spell is good enough to kill it straight away. I have no actual interest in eating rat meat. However, I can sell it. Perhaps to the tribe. Since obviously their precious hunter will not be returning anytime soon. Chopping down trees is easy enough work. Especially for so fine a specimen of a man as myself. Plus, one needs upper body strength in order to juggle. Perhaps one day, after I've achieved renown in, as the finest entertainer in all of Cyrodiil, entertainer to the queens, I'll build myself a little timber frame cottage to retire in. Sounds like a plan. Oh, right, I was supposed to... Huh. I was supposed to entertain at Fort Heath tonight. You look like a cardsman. Name your destination. I can take you from Anvil to Barina Cross or Halsedek on my carriage.
I am in your hands, Outlander. How may I serve you?
I need to go to Little Larenthia, but I also need to find that woman near the statue and give her her letter of recommendation.
Let's hear it.
Now, where is she? It's a giant fuck-off statue, so we should be able to find it easily enough. There we go. I don't know what I'll do if I can't become a painter. My letter, you found it, but what happened to it? Oh, I see. Thanks anyway. I'll try to explain what happened at the conservatory. I'm afraid I can't appropriately reward your efforts, but please take these. I won them from the other passengers on the ship. Deck of marked cards, deck of imperator cards. Cursed has been added to your inventory. You've already solved this. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much. It's a dream come true for me. I'll go get my luggage and then I'll head to the
Are
conservatory.
you wounded?
I'm not. Well, I guess I am in fact wounded. Oh. Let me go tell these foolish elves that I found their hunter. Dead. Murdered. Or at least manslaughtered.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so
Slaughtered, I
get on with it.
suppose. Would be the more appropriate term.
If I can help, I will, but don't take too much time.
Well, did you find him? Yes, he's dead. I don't know who or what killed him. I'll have to get the authorities involved then. Whether the culprit be a bandit, a wild animal, or something else, we'll surely find his killer. Thank you. The news of Herriman's death saddens me, but you've done our tribe a service by finding him, and I keep my bargains. Please tell Denemiel the news that I'll accept him into the tribe. Oh, so we get to keep his things. I'm not sure if the ancestral amulet is quite to my taste, but I can definitely sell it. Is my marksman any good? No, it is also 5. Alpha is not, by any stretch of the imagination, a fighter. Did you speak with Agafimian? Am I no longer a tribeless Bosmer? He said yes? Oh, thank the goddess Rihanna. I really appreciate all your help. Here's your reward. Thanks a lot for getting the Aga to allow me into his tribe. I'm going to head over to the Canal West tenements as soon as I can. Alright. Now I have to hurry back to Fort Heath, because I forgot I have to perform tonight. And I am exhausted. This will not be my best performance ever. I wish I could find something that allows me to juggle. Suppose I could juggle apples. Do you think that would be entertaining enough, or do I have to break out the loot? Perhaps Hal Sadak was that town across the bridge from the fort? Surely he gave me enough money to...
Are you in need of my services?
How may I help you?
Yes, there's the fort. Alright. Spearmouth Inn. What brings you to Hal Sadak? We're close to Anvil, and almost all the crops harvested and the fish caught here get sent to the city on carts. Hal Sadak's also situated on a crossroads, and many pilgrims and travelers pass through the village. Last time I came through here, there was still a rotting wooden bridge across the Neharine River to the east of the city. I heard that it collapsed soon after when the river flooded, and that the old reeve never bothered rebuilding it. I was pleasantly surprised there's a sturdy stone bridge there now. I think her name is Sierra Lore. She lives in the house with the red roof. The headwaters of the Neharine are up in the hills east of Halsadek. It then wraps around the village and flows northwest, where it empties into the Abasian Sea outside of Anvil. It's named for Neharine, the Shield Maiden, saint of the waterways. Halsadek's located on a crossroad. Travel west and you'll reach the city of Anvil. Travel north and you'll reach Fort Heath, the local garrison of the Imperial Legion. And if you for some reason decide to travel east, you'll find various smaller farms in the fishing village of Archad in the Desic Marsh. Alden Clark popped in here at the correct time, apparently. Those were some banging tunes. Ode to Hwa Awad, if that gives you any idea of how banging they are. Bershi. Refill my jug, please. Thank you.
Friend.
Is there somebody up here? No, just a room. This is very much... That is a very short lintel. Okay. Alright, I'm tired. Just practicing before we perform tonight for the soldiers at Fort Heath. If we can get there without being attacked by muskrats. We're a jester, but we also play the lute because, you know, there's only so much people can be entertained by juggling apples. Oh, there's another one of those things. See if we can get it before it gets us this time. Yay! Muskrats. Check those threads out. Best hats, period. Yep. Come on. There we go. Now I can skin the muskrat. We're not interested in eating muskrat meat. Blech. But we can, in fact, sell it to the apothecary here in the fort. But first, we have a performance to give. And as we're rather low on gold, again... we need better shoes. Those are hideous, I just realized. Liana gave us 5 gold with a small nod of approval. Who let a dying cliff racer into town? Well, excuse you, sir.
Not this time.
By Azura, did someone step on a scrib? You earned 5 gold worth of tips. Well done. Speak with the lady for your payment. 32 gold. Oh, and I apparently still have a bed, so let's go sleep before she realizes that I've overstayed my welcome. Tired. Okay. Luck, willpower, strength. Excellent. And now we need to sell stuff. Actually, I shall buy some stew. Pretty funny if the music made mistake sounds at certain levels of skill. Yeah, that would be kind of hilarious. Hey Murlord, what an amazing bard outfit. The people of Cyrodiil just know how to dress. Where's the apothecary?
You're imagining things.
Have a look around. I have a feeling you'll
not
find
very
what you're
good at
looking
talking
for.
to people.
Care to look at my selection? Would you like to see our selection?
Let's...
Care to look at my selection? Would you like to see our selection?
The rat meat. Nobody wants rat meat. Maybe the rat catchers
Have a look
guild that
around.
we met.
I have a feeling you'll find what you're looking for.
That they do. After more tips, then comes the shining bling to match. I mean, we need to find better shoes. Clearly.
Do you have something to say, Dunmer?
These boots are hideous. I don't know why you're insulting me by calling me a Dunmer. Clearly, I'm an Imperial. Clearly. I think one of the guys over here sells stuff.
May your battle show
Crime
only
doesn't
victory,
pay.
friend.
Ah, yes.
Say your needs.
Wait, we were going... Halcedek had no one who could teach us any new songs. So we just have the one. Back to Anvil, I suppose. That's Anvil, right? Yeah. No, that's Halcedek. Well, I suppose... We've earned enough money. We can take the cart back to Anvil, or we can walk a new road. That might be useful. Now, mind you, he's suffering from fashion, because the hat just brings it to the point of being warm. Perhaps the local reeve has work? Storms batter me and the sun cooks me. The sea has tried to drown me many a time. The life of a fisherman's a hard one. My lucky dagger helped me survive, but it's been taken from me. A land drag stole it. We were bringing our catch ashore toward the end of the day. I kissed the pommel of my dagger as I always do after returning home and put it in the sand while I worked the ropes. A moment later, a land drag snatched it with a pincer and scurried away. Mirrus saw it happen. That dagger's been passed through my family since the reign of Uriel V, and it's brought us much luck over the years. We'd not have survived this long without it, and I fear how I'll fare when that damned beast holds my dagger. I cannot offer much, stranger, but I'd be greatly obliged if you could return it. I'm sorry you've had such hard luck. I'm done for without that dagger. Mirrus will say the same. If you're thinking of traveling to Kvatch, you might be tempted to take the shortcut east from here over the hills past the Iliad ruins. Don't. There's the dangerous bandit gang led by Anka Stonesides out there, and the Legion haven't been able to stop 'em. Traveling on the Gold Road is much longer, but much safer. Anka's known for attacking travelers on the path between here and Kvatch. With Fort Heath so close, you'd have thought the Legion would protect us better.
Yes,
Okay.
Dunmer?
Need any repairs done on your equipment? Want to buy a new helmet? Don't be shy. I'm Warina Ninefingers. Yes, I know, I still have all 10 of my fingers. The name isn't about my look. I don't want to talk about it, okay? Do you want to buy something? Einluck Mines, northwest of here, closed down suddenly, and for a while no one knew why. But some off-duty legionnaires from Fort Heath mentioned that it had trouble with restless undead. Oh boy. Chickens! After Bantam Guar, it's really odd to see chickens. Cyril Lore's house. Welcome to Halsadek, Jester. I'm Cyril Lore, the reeve of this village. A reeve is an appointee of the Queen of Anvil assigned to one of the smaller settlements throughout the kingdom. We collect taxes, keep census records, settle legal disputes, and maintain critical infrastructure like roads and bridges. My predecessor did a sorry job on that last count, so my very first act in office was replacing the collapsed wooden bridge with a new, sturdier one. I've been entrusted with the stewardship of this village, and I take this duty very seriously. Right now, the Kingdom of Anvil imports a lot of its food from the east, and our own agricultural settlements like Halsadek and Marav go underappreciated by the nobles and merchants of the city. But if those supply routes are ever cut by unrest in the provinces, it'll be these fields here that feed Anvil. I don't gossip. It gets in the way of getting things done. All right.
Go ahead.
That's not a flattering look for you, ma'am. Sorry. Alright, I suppose we should be on our way to Anvil. We're not going to fight a Landrow. Heaven forfend. Anvil's a major city on the Strident Coast and the ruling seat of the Queen. The city's built on the shore and doesn't have a proper landing on the Naharine River, so most traffic between Anvil and Halsadek is still done by cart or on foot. I hope it stays that way. I can take you to Anvil on my carriage. Lysias Hermontar has been moaning about his stolen lucky dagger to anyone willing or unwilling to listen. I hope someone returns the damn thing soon. He's barely doing his job right now. I should probably not try to talk to people. Alright. Nadia's Novelties.
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Welcome, welcome, my good fellow. Let me know if you have any questions about my collection of curiosities. I've assembled this tent of baubles and curios over many years, trading with silk merchants and hierophants and corsairs. I'm no enchanter, but I have a keen eye for a unique charm. Perhaps something has caught your eye? It is my sincerest pleasure to be Nadia of Nersis. I'm a traveling merchant from Cyrodiil City and a collector of eccentric things. More and more people are talking about what happened in the Imperial Simulacrum. Did Yeager Tharn really imprison the true Emperor in Oblivion for 10 years? How do we even know that Uriel the Seventh, who came back, is the true Emperor? It looks like I won't need that drum. There's all the firewood. Now, do you have any shoes? Everything you have is enchanted. I would do quite a lot. Fortify speed, water breathing, restore fatigue, dispel, paralyze, disintegrate weapon, calm humanoid, pure insight, fire damage. Afraid you have nothing of interest to me. I just want a nice pair of shoes. Is that too much to ask? I do know there's a clothier over here. Perhaps now that we've leveled up, they will allow us to join the guild. It would be so nice to learn some new spells. Apparently
Do you have
not.
something to say, Dunmer?
Look at those fancy things. Does she have any books that are of interest?
If I ever see that elf, he's in so much trouble.
She has a
You've
rather
got my ear. Let's hear it.
fine room. Scroll case.
You've got my ear. Let's hear it.
What's this about?
Unfortunately, it's about your guild's standards not allowing people of quality in. How is one supposed to read those books? They're all the way over there. It's a very odd place to have a house.
Well, I'm listening, so go ahead.
What's he done for me lately?
Give a performance? I'll do it. Alright, back between 6 and 10, and it is currently 7 a.m., so we got a minute. Clothier is locked. Keep moving, citizen. The sea elf is out. If you're looking to buy clothes, check inside the bazaar of the Abasian. Yes, the shop is owned by a sea elf. Unfortunately, I can't speak on the subject anymore. It's official Navy business. Okay.
Ah, a visitor.
Odd.
What may I do for you?
I don't want to go to the mall, but we will go to the mall. That's where one must go to find shoes. That's where one must go to find shoes. I wonder if our little friend got a position here at the conservatory. Yes, Ulusoy then joined us. I must say, I don't at all regret accepting her. She's extremely skilled. Very interesting. Where is she at? Up here, perhaps? Oh, there she is. Well, hello again. They've been very nice to me. I love it here.
What is it, Dunmer?
Does anyone know of any head replacers for Cyrodiil? For Project Cyrodiil? Wesley or Macom, I really don't care. They just look like they just all look like they've been chiseled out of clay. Red Treasury. What brings you to the Red Treasury? It's one of the 3 exarchats of the Imperial Curia, with its leader, Exarch Una III Seraphis, oversees the Imperial Exchequer, the Census and Excise Office, the Empire's financial interests in the banking sector, and the Emperor's personal industries. Like the bulk of the Curia, the Red Treasury is headquartered in Cyrodiil City, though it has Colovian offices in Anvil and Delodil. The most important role of the Red Treasury in Anvil is to conduct and oversee the kingdom's royal auctions. The royal auction is a method by which new rulers of the Kingdom of Anvil are selected, traditionally upon death, incapacitation, or resignation of the old monarch. The richest citizens of the kingdom gather at the harbor on ceremonial skiffs. Bidding lasts from dawn until dusk. When the sun hits the horizon, the highest bidder rows to the front and receives the trident crown of Anvil, while the bid goes to the Red Treasury. That is kind of disturbing. Uri the Red is awful audacious, don't you think? Not a fortnight since receiving her letter of marque, and she rolls her galleon into the harbor like she hasn't been harassing Anvil shipping for years. Uri had better hope one of her old victims doesn't dock at the berth beside her, or there'll be trouble, mark my words. She's a pirate, well, an ex-pirate, who made nice with Queen Malona just a few months ago and got welcomed into the Crown's service. Uri's moved into the port quarter and docked her infamous pirate galleon right in the harbor. Nobody's very happy about it. There's still a lot of bad blood with the merchants. I'm a scribe, well versed in the fields of law, politics, history, and literature. Okay. The distinctive white ruins are all that's left of the Aeliad hegemony, the elven civilization that preceded human rule in Cyrodiil. The elves' citadels, reinforced with arcane knowledge, remain standing even as the ancient cities they ruled fell to dust. Okay. The Thieves' Guild is old and powerful. Although the Empire and local authorities recognize it as an unlawful organization, the Thieves' Guild is nearly universally tolerated as a regulator of crime. Okay. So that's what's in there. And this ginormous building is the bazaar. Trident Exchange.
In the front lines on the war against crime.
The markets are manic at the moment across the Empire, with the Emperor in ill health and the succession an open question. Even a false rumor could trigger a major crash. Let's hope that doesn't happen. You may call me Perilnoe. I'm a stock trader. The Silk Exchange in Cyrodiil City is my typical haunt, but I've been lured out here about rumors of the imminent growth of the Abasian Trading Company. It's the largest corporation in West Cyrodiil. They move goods across 4 provinces and control a plurality of shipping in the Abasian Sea. The company's headquarters is a tall tower on Anvil's St. Bendu Square, but they have offices and storefronts in coastal cities around the region. Have you noticed the guards stationed outside the clothing store? They arrested the owner for something, but no one knows for what. I will definitely have to check that out.
Oh, interesting. A tourist.
You look like you're running stuff. Welcome to the Trident Exchange. Are you here to trade stocks? I can also tell you about publicly traded companies whose stocks are available for purchase. My name is Federucus Lessius. I'm the chief broker at the Trident Exchange of Anvil. I assist those who wish to trade stocks here. You wish to begin trading? I'm afraid we don't have you in our records. The Empire requires all stock traders to be licensed. There's a one-time 2,500 septim fee, which I'm authorized to collect. Yeah, we don't have that, sorry. Very well.
Time to talk? I've a few minutes.
Bit rich for our tastes. Oh, but we were going to look for the clothier. 3 Sturgeon's Pub. No, we already have a gig for tonight. Name's Anya Takusa. You won't find a better selection of seafood and marine goods in Anvil. That was not good.
How can I be of service to you, Outlander?
How can I help you? Friend?
I don't need bear boots. You sell meat, plants.
Go ahead.
Beverage, perhaps? Ugh. Enchanter. Hello, Imperials. Perusing the bazaar's wares as well. Ah, it lifts even the heart of this old gremlin to smell those heady aromas of spices from far-off lands, and to see the sights of merchants plying their craft. So what can I do for you? My name is Ockley. I'm a businessman, and this bazaar is the best place in Anvil for me to put my skills to use. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I hear the East Empire Company's been exporting glass out of Morrowind. I'm sure those dark elf crafts are quite pretty, but I don't see why people keep making such a fuss over it. If someone's selling a finely crafted item that's in poor condition, purchase it, find someone who can refurbish it, and then sell it back for substantial profits. You need to be observant if you want to be a businessman. Observe places where people have stashed valuables. Observe expensive goods that could be acquired easily. And observe what your competitors are up to. Why, just the other day I observed the bookseller upstairs has a Daedra in his shop. I'm a businessman. I buy a wide variety of different goods. Weapons, clothing, beverages, dishware, and more. I exchange them with people who are willing to pay extra for the quality I provide, and so a profit is made. You have no pants.
Good day. Let's do business.
Extravagant shoes? Do we want extravagant shoes? I think we do. There we go. Excellent.
Ugh. Disgusting.
Alright. We might as well go see this Abbaset that everyone keeps talking about. Now that we're no longer wearing ugly fur boots. And just a reminder, the quick saves are in case Morrowind crashes. This is permadeath, so if our buddy Alpha does keel over, that's it. We have to create a new one, a new character. You're a merchant. Okay. A number of companies are prominent in Western Colovia. The largest are, and there's a list. Newspaper. Around here, the main newspaper is the Abasian Monitor. You can usually find copies of the paper at newsstands, in booksellers' shop, or on important people's desks. If you're looking to trade stocks, you need to talk to a licensed broker. Brokers can be found at stock exchanges. Colovia's stock exchange is the Trident Exchange in the city of Anvil. Trident Exchange is the stock market for Colovia and the wider Abasian region. It shares a building with the Bazaar of the Abasian at the marina. My name is Rikia Jalarix. Important people are all inside. I'm a carriage driver. Okay. Important people are all inside. Maybe they're looking to hire us. Officers Club. Ah. Here to enjoy the good Strident Coast weather, or failing that, the good Strident Coast Aliu? I'm a bailiff of the Kingdom of Kvatch. I'm here at the invitation of my old friend Gracchus Telvor.
Go ahead.
Welcome to St. Amiel's. Paying your respect to Amiel Richten with a nice bottle of curse, too? Ha! Amiel represents the best of the old empire, back when brave Colovians of ambition and drive were redrawing the map of the world. If you want to know more about him, you should go talk to Vasil over there. Lord Amiel Richten is his ancestor. He gets to drink here for free. I'm Gracchus Telvor, of the Telvor family of Karak. It's the only town on Stark Island. It's out in the Abasian. My sister Velina Telvor is the Marshal of the Isles of the Kingdom of Anvil. A fine day to you, good fellow. I was just telling my friend Gracchus here how much I like to see a man of good manners, and how few of them you see around the city these days. My ancestor was the Lord Admiral of Emperor Tiber Septim's First Fleet, the one that would ultimately become the West Navy. Lord Admiral Richten was there for all that action on Stros Mackay that brought Hammerfell into the Empire. They made him a saint for it. He's popular with right-thinking folk who want to see the Empire made strong again. It's nice to meet you. I'm Rasel Richten, Marshal of the Kingdom of Kvatch. You might have heard of my famous ancestor, Amiel Richten. He's the namesake of this club. I can get you a drink, but I don't think this is your scene. Jester, are you sure you aren't looking for the Abbaset? Okay, everyone else was friendly, but clearly I am not wanted here. I'm on my break right now. Is there something you need from me? I go by Yenna in the fight pit, but I'm on break at the moment. What can I do for you? You can find the Abasiat fight pit below the casino. Just head into the inner hall and go downstairs. Lil runs the betting there, and Jotasha is the announcer. Yenna's my arena name. I chose it in honor of said Yenna, patron saint of unarmored combat, and mother to Riemann, the worldly god.
Ah, a visitor. What?
Okay. Welcome to the Abbaset. How about a bottle of fine Cyrodiilic brandy to celebrate your arrival? If you're feeling lucky, try a game of 9 holes. The tables are right over there. If you're here for some excitement, pay a visit to our fight pit. Or perhaps you're looking for beds? Best accommodation in Anvil. The fight pit's below the hotel. There are stairs leading down to it from the inner hall. Our 9 holes tables are here on the ground floor, opposite the main entrance. They're free to use. You can practice the game on your own or play with one of our regulars who can explain the rules to you. Okay. Okay. I don't want to play. I want regular stakes.
What do you need?
Let's go medium stakes. 30 septim. Come over to a board game with money, and you make your first move. We keep playing until you win. If you wander off too far, your game is forfeit. Start the game nearby. Bet. I will go with red. No. Oh!
I can't imagine eating one of those things.
Your opponent as white beat you. You can play again for a rematch. I guess we have to resign.
I heard something. There is much to learn.
Okay, clearly I'm not any good at 9 holes. That is some carpeting. Not sure if that works. I'm afraid I just finished my game. After that dismal showing, I may never play again. Me, I'm Chala, just an old woman enjoying her vacation. Old widow enjoying her vacation.
All right, go ahead.
No, I don't think so. Why don't you find a table downstairs more suited to your class? Surely you aren't here to talk business. How crass. I'm Arnimel, and when I am called upon I negotiate with the Western firms on behalf of the East Empire Company. We're a mercantile company chartered by the Emperor and given monopoly on certain exports from the eastern provinces, most notably ebony and raw glass from Morrowind. This ensures that a steady, reliable stream of those goods enters Cyrodiil, safe from the capriciousness of the Dunmer great houses and other local rulers. Okay.
You
I
have
guess
my
we
attention.
found the high-stakes poker game. Okay. Billiards.
In the front lines on the war against crime.
You there, another cup of Ballyfair pearl wine. Run along. I shouldn't have to tell you that I'm Knight Bachelor Valeris Cinealis of the Cyrodiil Imperial Legion to get some service around here. Can't you see I'm busy shellacking Ulvis Calicris's daughter at Euchre? Now get out of here before you blow my hot streak.
Do you want something from me?
That's the last time I put 5,000 drakes on a hand of Euchre. Oh well. Anybody who's anybody wouldn't have to ask. I'm Perennia Calcaris, of course. My father owns half the real estate in the city. My trade, huh? I'm the daughter of the most powerful landlord in Anvil. I could gamble away your net worth and my father wouldn't even notice. I leave the trades to people like you. Lilal is the bartender near the main entrance. You can also book reservations at the hotel with her. Thilhaliel runs the betting in the fight pit, and Jotasha's the announcer there. He also manages its performers. Rocco Darissa actually runs the casino, and you'll find other notables scattered about the place. Rocco likes to watch the tables from just out of sight. Check around. He should be here somewhere.
I have a few minutes.
Hope you're enjoying yourself. Friend, please let the staff know if you need anything at all. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm the proprietor of the Abasiate. The fight pit's downstairs. Yes, that's me.
Time to talk? I've a few minutes.
Head on.
Harge the Large. I'm off duty right now, but I'm always happy to talk to a fan. What can I do for you? I'm called Harge the Large. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. That's me, bastard son of a prince and a giantess I am. That's how I got my size. Yep. Let me stand next to him. Yes, he is quite large. You're one of the bartenders. I'm a bartender. I sell fine drinks and special treats to our guests here in the inner hall. No need to be coy, Jester. Just tell me what you want. In regards to skooma,
My prices are the best.
he does in fact sell skooma.
What assistance do you need?
May the wind be on your back.
Let's go find this fight pit, I guess. Garden quarter, hotel, inner hall, inner hall. You there, would you like a tenant reading? I can tell your fortune if you're interested. How about it? I can give you a reading for 50 drakes. Sure. Wonderful. Then let's see what the cards I've laid out here tell me about your future. Oh no. I'm afraid a grim fate awaits you. You're not long for this world. Your demise shall come. Oh, that's great when we're playing Permadeath. Whether by an assassin's hand, a creature's claw, trap undetected, or your own stupidity, I do not know. But you must be wary. Be careful when you next sleep, for death will come for you. You must... Oh, wait, hang on. Does this card have a smudge? Well, this is embarrassing. There was a grape stain on my card. My apologies. You actually seem to have a long and eventful life ahead of you. I thought this card here signified death, but in reality it was the wheel. I couldn't tell the difference because of the stain. Sorry for scaring you. I guess I better clean my cards before I give another tenant reading, eh? I'm a tenant reader. I give fortunes and prophecies to customers according to my cards. My cards give me remote insights into the workings of the Elder Scrolls and the Nibonese god of fortune Hora. You can't go wrong with my readings. You want proof? I said you'd live a long and eventful life, yes? And you're still alive and kicking, see? Well, there you go. The Nibonese trooper? He should be over at the 9 holes tables. Why did I want to talk to him?
Greetings.
What, do you want to play a game of 9 holes? You're asking about this thing? I won it one night off of some sad excuse for a Legionnaire. Why? What's it to you? The Legionnaire wants his amulet back. Oh, he wants it back, does he? Well, the amulet's mine now. I'm not just going to hand it over. The idiot bet on it in a game of 9 holes, and I won it fair and square. Now, what are you going to do about it? I'll play 9 holes for it. You want to play me for the amulet? I don't know about that. I kind of like this trinket. If you're asking about it, it must be pretty valuable. But I could always be persuaded to change my mind, with enough incentive, of course. I'm Modulus Horval, archer and trooper of the Cyrodiil Imperial Legion. I hail from eastern Nibonais. I'm on transfer here for a while, so I've been playing 9 holes to pass the time, and earn some gold while I'm at it. Show some respect. Do not flatter me. Well, okay. Clearly, we cannot talk to people without getting them mad at us right now. Where is this fight pit? Inner hall, inner hall. Is it through the hotel? Or maybe we have to go around back? Okay, ugly carpet. That's downstairs. Oh, here's the downstairs. The fight pit. Welcome to the Abasiate Fight Pit. Here to place a bet, or are you here to sign up? Speak with Jotasha if you're interested. I'm in charge of the betting, Jotasha's the announcer, and Jonas Chaval is the bartender. The matches here are some of the most thrilling spectacles in Anvil. If you have good judgment for who you bet on, you can make quite a lot of money while you watch. The Imperial Astrological Society has been complaining to the city guard about an overgrown tree in the front of their balcony. They sell almanacs to sailors and mages. You can find their building in the St. Bendu Square, the port quarter. Oh, well, you know. I have an interest in chopping wood and being a lumberjack. Is there something Jotasha can do for you? He's very busy at the moment, looking for a new performer for the fight pit. Yes, a new performer. The rake has been short, you see, so Mr. Darissa came up with an idea for a story. Some would call it in poor taste, but Mr. Darissa thinks a bit of controversy would be good for the coffers. The story needs new blood, though, and finding a performer is hard enough. One who can hold their own a fight? Near impossible. Bah. Good luck with that. Well, go on your way then. Jotasha has work to do.
Yes, Dunmer? What do you want?
Churlish Imperial, your face offends my eyes. My name is King Thousand Hands to you, worm. Speak my name with respect, wretch. My people once ruled this land, and it was better for it.
May your battle show only victory, friend.
Is he pretending to be an alien?
If a few words can help, I'd be happy to talk.
What do you want?
The masked captain has attacked again, taking a king's worth of ransom of silk from a ship bound for Wayrest. When are the authorities going to do something about him? I heard he's friends with the goblin pirates in the Viduscan Isles between Anvil and Stark.
Do you have something to say, Dumner?
Want to talk? Don't be nervous. My anger is reserved for the foolish. I'm Warlog Wartgog, the leader of Outcast and the Spurn. My victories here will be a shining example to my war band of orcs. Okay.
Strength is a
What can it do for you?
May the wind be on your back.
The Colovian kingdoms have never liked having a Nibonese battle mage in charge of Sankator, but the madness of the Golden Tiger has the regions more on edge than they've ever been. Worn out weapons and armor, yeah. Little secret? Close to the cities and major settlements, Cyrodiil's a civilized, peaceful place. But if you wander out into the wilderness, you're going to be in a lot of danger. It used to be that the Imperial Legion kept the peace in the hinterlands, but their attention is now drawn to the unruly provinces. These are uncertain times. If you don't want any trouble, make sure to avoid the Upper Colovian highlands and the forbidden jungles of Blackwood and the Saracen woods. I want to see the jungles! What do? I, Rako Darissa, and certainly not the Nightingale, am a very busy man. They say that I'm him, using foul sorcery to change my shape. Lies. Anyone can see that I'm Draco Darissa. It's plain as day. Uh-huh.
What is this about?
I am so confused. The city's nothing compared to Chidenhall. Chidenhall? I'm wasting my time here. They call me the Snake, pride of Chidenhall, and scion of Teseki blood? A Teseki married in my family a mere 63 generations past. That practically makes me royalty back home in Chidenhall. The cult of said Yenna has many followers in Chidenhall, but it never appealed to me. Why fight without armor?
Time to talk? I've a few minutes.
Okay.
Whatever you want.
These fighters are cray-cray.
A visitor. What may I do for you?
What? Can't you see we're having a private conversation? I'm Lady Waya Baretius. Please leave. This is private business. I'm a simple monk who enjoys a good fight.
What is this about, Dunmer?
Interesting.
May the wind be on your back.
Bunch of crazy people. Blood on the floor. I don't know you. What do you want? Me, I'm Willie the Unbitten, brother of Willie the Bitten, terror of Silnar. I'm sure you've heard of him. Over the years, I've been in many fights for the entertainment of the good people of Anvil. Willie the Unbitten, the terror of Anvil. It has a nice ring to it, wouldn't you agree? You shouldn't be down here. Performers only. Get lost. I'm the Knight of Cups, the Knight of the Hedges. Didn't I tell you this area's for performance only? Scram. I grew up on my pa's stories of the War of Bettany. Remember the grad keep, he always said. Words to live by.
Yes, what is it?
This place is off limits. Get back up to the gallery with the rest of the bonehead fans. I'm Takura the Terrible, behemoth of the Blue Divide. You? Make sure you add the last part unless you want to be acquainted with black and blue. Okay. Let's place a bet. I'm sure this is very... Yeah, we have money. We can place a bet.
Go ahead.
You're in charge of the betting.
A bit out of practice. Let me help you, Outlander.
But you don't have the option to bet. Okay. Or wait, no, is there like a betting book?
Go ahead.
No? Alright. I mean, now that we interviewed all those performers, it would be nice to, you know, make a guess on who would,
Greetings.
You do realize there's a wood elf downstairs that pretends to be you. He's like, I don't care. Oh, that's pretty. Morning Glory. That's highly invasive. Ask me how I know. It's trying to eat my front yard. Right. I can't get that amulet back. What do I need to do? Okay. Okay. Still don't know where the Thieves Guild is. But they said something about Bendu Square. They need a tree removed. And we are a prime lumberjack. And Jester. Jester first. Entertainer extraordinaire, but also a lumberjack. It's a hobby. And also what happens when you have completely random rolls. Okay. You look all fancy. Moira. A pleasure. I'm Moira Byronette. I came to Anvil to peruse the markets and perhaps to invest in one of the promising young companies I've heard so much about. Okay. I don't want to talk about the a million companies. I'm hot. Well, I'm just going to have to suffer for fashion. That is what one does. $11 a.m. 7 hours until it's time for my performance, so... The Navy is the one that took that sea elf. So we could go figure out where the Navy took him. It was the Astrological Society, not the Geographical Society. I'm assuming this is St. Bendu Square, just because that's a really big... Welcome to the Imperial Astrological Society. Are you here to learn about astrology or mysticism, or did you come here with news from the city guard regarding the overgrown tree out front? Arlena Saria Kaviran has been filing complaints with the city guard regarding that tree for a while. If you have any news or you'd like to speak with Saria about it, you can find her upstairs. She's probably outside on the balcony looking through a telescope. I'm Volas, an astrologer in training with the Society. I sell almanacs if you're in the market for information on celestial events. The Imperial Astrological Society is a chartered imperial organization tasked with studying the heavens. The Society publishes almanacs on celestial events for farmers, sailors, and mages, and tracks auspicious dates for rituals and summonings. Society halls are often found in port cities and centers of scholarly learning. Okay, so I guess we go find the balcony. Yay, skill books! Or at least one skill book. I like how a lot of these guilds it actually looks like people could live here. How does one get upstairs here? I guess one has to go through the kitchen. Hello, if you're looking to buy an almanac, talk to Volas downstairs. Almanacs are useful books that detail the movement of the constellations, track eclipses and occultations over time, and predict auspicious times for planters, travelers, mages, and sailors to conduct their affairs. The Imperial Astrological Society is chartered by the Empire to produce almanacs for official and private use, but many booksellers sell them as well. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Sarek. I keep the Society's correspondence with mages and astrologers from around the Empire. Sometimes observers in Sentinel or Firewatch or Artemon spot celestial phenomena we've missed. Okay. I want to talk to somebody about a tree?
I'm not busy now. What do you need?
Ooh, telescope. Well, it's about time one of you answered my complaints regarding that overgrown tree. Oh, my apologies. I thought you were at the city guard. What brings you here? You see it from here, don't you? A really tall tree obstructing our view of the western sky? Well, I've been trying to get the guard to trim it for weeks. I've complained about its interference with my celestial research, but those blasted authorities have been ignoring me. I've seriously considered removing the tree myself at this point, by legal means or not. Unfortunately, as much as I'd like to get rid of the tree, doing so has proven difficult. I can't risk leaving my telescopes in case I miss an unprecedented celestial event, and none of the Society members have had the courage or time to do it. But you look like a brave sort with time on their hands. Sorry to ask you this, but would you consider removing that tree for me? I would reward you for it, and gladly. Why haven't the guards done it? Trimmed the tree? They say the tree is not a priority, but it could be something else. Now that I think about it, one of our Society members gave the Navy an incorrectly drawn star map a few weeks ago. It sent the Navy off course for days. Maybe they got angry and complained to the guard about it? Well, even so, it's no excuse for them ignoring my complaints, so are you willing to help me? Thank you, I really appreciate it. Getting rid of the tree in plain sight will not be easy, but I have a couple ideas if you'll listen. According to our weather predictions, a thunderstorm is planned to occur in 1 week from today. You could use the cover of the storm to burn the overgrown tree to the ground. A fire spell or shock spell large enough to cover the area of the tree should do the trick. If the guards question you about it, you can pass off the blame to a lightning strike. And your other idea? I have a friend in the Mages Guild, Enola Cullis. She may have come across a way to artificially create a thunderstorm during her research. This way you could cause a real lightning strike on the tree. If that sounds more appealing to you than burning down the tree yourself, you should try to speak with her and see what she says. But whatever you decide to do, please try not to get caught. I don't want the society implicated. Do you understand? Yes, we're really doing a quest to remove a tree. Oh, God. Morrowind, Morrowind, Morrowind. And then we were going to Fort Telodrak to see about that sea elf, because curiosity. And we really do need to find more, another bard or 5 to learn songs from. I'm hot. It's hot out here. Well, we have lovely ear jewelry, so we'll take the hat off. There's the bling, balding clerk. There's always brush fires starting up along the western Gold Coast Road. It's only a matter of time before one of them gets out of hand. There might be a brush fire happening here in the city soon, what with, Fort Telodrak Foyer. Foyer, however you say that. You look fancy. What brings you to Fort Telodrak? I'm Jockus O'Bran, captain of the Imperial Clipper T.E.M. Alcredy. Unfortunately, dear Alcredy got held up at Stras Mackay on her way back from a refit at Fort Reichden, so Stillane and I have been ordered to catch up on some rest and relaxation until she's sent back south. Is there something I can help you with? Please say yes. The city's a terrible bore for anyone who doesn't love to gamble. It's nice to meet you. My name's Stillane. I serve as a lieutenant and ship's healer aboard the T.E.M. Alcredy, but I'm better known for my publications in the field of biology. Captain Mondrillion's been staying in his apartment here ever since he came back from the sinking of the Red Tempest. There have been suggestions he should leave the Navy for good after the cowardice he displayed that day. Okay.
Greetings.
Auxiliary Tower. I want to know more about the Sea Elf. Navarch Taldoris Cadmerius is the Navarch of the West Navy. He has a tower all to himself. The admirals and commodores usually meet in the High Command Tower. Some Navy captains have permanent residences at the fort. There's also that itinerant priest, Luaki. He's aboard the T.E.M. Kinchira Shield. It's the name of an itinerant priest who's been volunteering on the T.E.M. Kinchira Shield, a Navy ship docked here at the fort. Now, Command, East Tower. I'm guessing it would be in the prison.
Head on.
Barracks.
I've got razor-sharp weapons fresh from the forge.
Jester, got something to say to you, huh? You like gold? I got gold, lots of it. Not here, no, but I'll tell you where. How are you with a blade? Bow, spells, doesn't matter. There's a pirate who goes by Yuri the Red. It'll be kind of you to kill her for me. Thinks herself the lucky one, hair red as a flame, feet flat as a board. I know I've heard her whistling a tune just before a gale. Bah, it's the second in command who takes the captain's luck. I should have seen the troops on the deck of that merchant ship. Trusted her, I did, right up until she traded me away. A letter of marque in exchange for the dreaded Kennick the Lean, and old Yuri thinks she can just saunter away from it all. Not likely. I need her dead. Interested? No, I'm not an assassin. Off with you then, and you better keep your mouth shut.
Do you have something to say, Dumner?
What are you looking at? Never seen a sea elf before? Oh, excellent. Now on top of being unjustly imprisoned, you want me to talk about my race as if I was a caged animal. It's truly a wonder there aren't more Maomer around here, isn't it? I don't belong here, but they won't listen to a thing I say. Apparently the Navy thinks I was involved in an attack on a couple of their ships, but I can promise you, if I have contact with any of my people, I'd be on the first boat out of Anvil. Say I believe you. Belief isn't doing anything for me right now. You want to help? Get me out. Convince the guards somehow. Someone around here has to have the power to free me. I run a clothing store here in Anvil. That is, when I'm not being unjustly imprisoned, and anything from before I got to Anvil is none of your business. Tamriel's empire is fragile as a worm-eaten ship, and riven with more cracks. One wonders how much longer such a hulk can sail before the tides of time drag it down beneath the waves. That's quite interesting. So the sea elf keeps saying he's been unjustly imprisoned, but the orders to keep him behind bars come from the top. Navarch Teldoris Cadmeris wants to keep him here until we get something out of him. You're not the only one who thinks he should go free. Admiral Hassey came here from Goldstone to say the same thing, more or less. But there's a reason Cadmeris is up in the Navarch's tower instead of him. Goldstone's the ruling seat of Queen Malona Conomoris. The castle's in the capital city of the Kingdom of Anvil. Teldoris is the Navarch here. If you've reason to speak with him, you can find him in the Navarch's tower. Okay.
My prices are fair, and my repairs are fast.
Interesting. I guess we go find the Navarch's tower?
Head on.
I've never seen a Maomer before, a sea elf, so that's mostly why we're doing this. East Tower, West Navy High Command. I'm assuming this contains the Navarch's tower somewhere.
You've got my
How
ear.
can I
Let's
help
hear
you?
it.
Down. No.
I'm not busy now. What do you
Port
need?
Teledrac, Captain's Apartments.
So where are you from?
How can I help you?
The Imperial City, that's where I'm from.
What's your story?
From where do you hail?
Happy to help. What's your problem?
Admiral Saldus Vox at your service. I command the home fleet of the West Navy alongside Admiral Hassey and Admiral Lena Sinissa. The home fleet is the core of the West Navy, responsible for protecting the Abasian Sea, the Blue Divide, and the Sea of Torinanan from its headquarters at Fort Teledrac. 5 squadrons make up the home fleet, each led by a commodore posted to its area of command. Okay. Here's a kitchen. Oh, the Navarch's tower is directly up there. Okay. Guess I need to figure out how to get up there.
Head on.
Barracks. Barracks, barracks.
Let's hear it.
You're not the Navarch. You look like you are. I did not summon you. Why have you come to the Navarch's tower? I'm Tildorus Cadmarius, Navarch of the West Navy. I oversee the Navy's 3 fleets on behalf of His Illustrious Majesty the Emperor, and ensure that Tamriel's western seaboard is protected from all threats. I don't have time for gossip, and I would appreciate it if you didn't spread rumors at my fort. I have enough trouble maintaining discipline as it is. There's no concern of yours, citizen. The Sea Elf is being held in connection with a serious crime. If he is indeed innocent, we will discover that over the course of our questioning. The questioning is getting you nowhere. And what makes you so sure? I'm in charge of the investigation, Jester, not you. Is this because you don't like me very much?
I'm all
Let's put a
yours.
little cologne
Please,
on.
go ahead.
Oh, drat. Okay, I just wasted the cologne. Let's go.
Serve the Emperor and the Emperor's law.
Uh-huh. That's way too far to jump. We would die horribly. Okay. Well, Admiral Hassey at Goldstone. Rickshaw driver.
Are you in need of my services?
Goldstone. There we go. We'll see if we can find Admiral Hassey. And actually, we are going to save that for next time. So, thank you all for hanging out with me and exploring the city, or Project Cyrodiil. And I will see you all next time.